I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
You know what? I'm gonna use bits. I'm gonna hit bits. It allows you to do Twitch emojis, but we don't have emojis on our Twitch. So
Are we here? Are we streaming right now?
yeah, we're streaming right now.
This is now the case.
All right.
Where's the announcement that we're on then?
It's already been done.
Oh, yeah, it's in Discord, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, you were having it. Anyway, it was fucking. We're wasting time. 5, 4, 3, 2, fuck. Hello, and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower every single week. Your bartenders for this evening will be Enigmatic Otaku,
I'm going to defend myself against Chucky.
Milk,
Why would you compare your sister to your niece to Chucky?
and everyone is dead. Everyone is dead.
Incredible.
Except for our guest, the wonderful, the meme-tastic. That's a great way to, introduce a guest. Iorii, Iorii.
We were over
I
this
come
before.
onto your show. This is how you treat me. This is how you view me. I can't believe it.
I wrote it down in a way an idiot can understand, Priest. And you
I know.
still fuck it up.
I did it on... This is called doing it on purpose. For the sake of meme value.
Thanks for explaining the joke. Greatly
Yes.
appreciate it.
No, it's fine. I have to for Enigma because he takes forever to understand the joke. Speaking of understanding the joke, if you've never joined us before, hello and welcome. You can check out previous casts on places like iTunes, Google Play Music. Ask your Alexa device to play the Barcast, and it will be confused as fuck. But you can go ahead and check us out on Twitch, where we are right now, and receiving questions from you guys live in addition to receiving our stuff on FilmFiction. Milk, what's examples of questions we want to ask our guests?
We won't ask our guests about the bodies they buried in their backyard or what religion they subscribe to on their Sundays or Sabbaths, and we won't ask them about their political beliefs because that's gay.
Incredible.
That's how we do things here. And of course, later on, we're probably going to find, that question laying around somewhere amidst all the Amazon boxes that are making my house look like a fucking hoarder place because I gave a lot of gifts and didn't get any gifts. Fucking joking! We're going to the questions. Number 1. Iorii, who are you and what do you do in the family?
I'm Iorii. I write shitposts every once in a while, and that's pretty much it.
It's true, and you actually write them really fucking well. How did you get into MLP?
Back when in like 2012 or something, I was browsing TV, and then in between, just in the middle of just a bunch of the channels, there were just like a My Little Pony. It's like, you know what? Let's tune in and watch, and I enjoyed it, so I kept watching it. And there.
And it was all downhill from there.
Oh, absolutely.
What would you consider to be your favorite part of the fandom? The online community, fanfics, cons, music? What keeps you here?
In the past, the thing that kept me here was definitely the music. Listened to way too much. Thought it was good. Good times. But now it's just the people that I hang around with. I haven't watched the show in a while, but lots of people I like to hang around with, and just the community that's somehow survived for so long.
Isn't the correct answer to what keeps us here, isn't the correct answer gravity?
Why did you unmute?
You're just fine here, Iorii. We have our first question from the chat. How many dick slaps do you estimate would need to give Enigma to make him unconscious? Fucking, that was a trip.
I would like to say 1, but unfortunately, I think it would get into the triple digits.
Oh.
That's chip damage right there. You're running under the assumption that I only have 1 HP.
Now then, our next question that we generally have for interviews is, now that the show, season 9 is over, where do we, as a community, go from here?
Stagnate and then go downhill.
Well, fuck. That is not...
halfway there.
We're living on a prayer!
But I think, like, things like the Barcast and whatever small groups kind of people have accrued, I think they'll stay around for quite a while, because, you know, you guys are good friends and have stuck around for a long time, and kind of the communities that I've hung around with will just kind of stick around, and I think there will be a lot of healthy, like, sub-communities that were originally MLP, but just kind of flourished into their own things.
Right, like cancer.
Yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of pony artists are going furry.
There's nothing wrong with furry, though.
You can only go up from MLP.
It's true.
I'm not discouraging it. I'm just making an observation.
I mean, next thing you know, we're going to be sitting here talking about, like, all right, talk the new Star Wars.
I mean, you need to find
a
new animal to fuck, so...
Priest, I thought you were going to say, all right, let's talk about your fursona.
No. I would go way better than that. We'd talk about Steven Universe. Like, come on. Get on our fucking level.
But Priest, your fursona, what is it?
Excuse me, it's a gemstone if we're talking about Steven Universe.
I've never watched Steven Universe, so I am fucking lost.
That's totally fine. That's how a lot of people felt watching the last 5 episodes of Steven Universe. So,
in summary, small boy gets rock harem.
I mean, you're kind of true, but they're also all moms.
I mean, I
just made it more hot. I'm sorry. Now then, last but not least, Iorii, who is best pony?
None of them.
Fucking get fucked.
All of them are great in their own ways.
Now then.
Yeah,
except for Cadence. Like, fuck, come on.
Yeah, I see no good qualities with worst princess.
Like, you had to marry a moron. Come on.
I'm so upset right now. So we're gonna channel our upset into a slightly different direction because holy fuck, I'm so excited right now because we have, like, for the first time in fucking 6 months, and a non-author on here. So I'm gonna fucking ask you some questions. Did you start by writing, like, a non-equestrian on 4chan, or is that just kind of like a...
No, I've never posted on 4chan. I did view it for a little bit, like, years back, but I've never really decided to get into the culture because, Jesus Christ. I actually started on FilmFiction back in I made an account back in 2012, sometime in late 2012, wrote a bunch of shit since I was young and dumb and haven't written before, and then I just kind of kept writing stuff on and off, and yeah, that's kind of my origination. It's just kind of writing low quality stuff on Filmfic. So
then you made a new account because you're Iorii.
The next day was my first finals for the end of the semester. I was fucking tired. I'm like, fuck it, let's just write a shitpost. And I wrote I wrote my first story on this profile. What was it called? God, I can't remember it.
It was fucking The Challenge, right?
Yeah, The Challenge. Wrote that in 90 minutes, I think. Made the account, posted it, went to sleep, and then I woke up at 5 a.m., drove to my final, And then as I was walking there, I looked at my phone. It's like your feature, your own popular stories. It's like, oh fuck, oh no.
You did it, my boy.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna see if I can keep this traction up. Next day, wrote another story, released it. Now I have 2 features in the box. The next day, 3rd story, 3 features in the box. So it was a account that was 3 days old, 3 stories, 3 spots in the feature box. I was ecstatic. It was crazy.
So then, just your alt accidentally took off.
Yes. Well,
So
it's
now-
my main now since I have not posted my previous account in years.
Have you shared your previous account before?
I've shared it with a few people.
Awesome. We'll have to make sure we go through and read it aloud to the world. But not right now, of course.
Sometime in the future, yeah.
We have a whole bunch of questions out in the thread. So we're going to start with some of those right there. We're going to go to Alex_, who starts by asking, was your stocking generously stuffed by Santa this year?
No, because I didn't hang up a stocking.
Oh. Stockings are for squares. Get wrecked. Number 2, what did you have for Christmas dinner?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah, literally just munching on fucking cheese and crackers on the Christmas evening.
Oh my Jesus. What kind of cheese? This is important.
Sharp cheddar.
Okay.
So you
This
just
is
like
fair.
were holding on to like a block of cheese and just nibbling on it every now and then.
Okay, look, I'm not a barbarian, okay?
Hey, the only person that isn't I don't think anyone here is going to judge you, and Pencil's going to actively judge anyone who does judge you for just eating cheese.
I mean, you put some toothpicks in it, right, to hold it, the big block?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm lost. No.
You put the toothpicks in the cheese for extra fiber.
Speaking of being lost,
Enigma, I'm worried for you.
speaking of being lost, I found the next question. Number 3, are you making any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I have a few. And one of them is to just continue building the habit of going to the gym, because I've been going recently, and that's a well and good, and I just want to keep that up.
Fuck yeah, keep it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm building my own.
And it's
home
not
gym,
like, oh,
hopefully,
I'm gonna go
so.
to the gym once and never do it again. I've already been going for the last month, and I'm just gonna see if I can keep doing that through the year.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Just remember, if you keep it up for more than 4 hours, seek medical attention.
I hate you a little bit more every day. We've been doing this for 3 years, so think about that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We've been doing this for 5 years?
My life has been wasted.
Incredible.
Time is an enigma that consumes us all.
Yeah.
Number 4! Is 2020 going to be the year they finally make Anthro Horse Girls a reality?
I fucking hope so.
Fuck yes. Peener in the vagine.
Will it happen? Probably not. We'll probably need genetic catgirls first to take the first few steps, but I certainly hope so.
I kind of want to see the trial and error phases.
Oh god.
Oh god,
The
no!
Geneva Convention exists for a good reason.
We're gonna have these moments where it's like fucking the girl from Full Metal Alchemist.
I was thinking more like the failed Ridley clones.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Alien Resurrection.
Oh, we don't talk about that movie. That movie's fucking awful, dude.
I liked it.
Well, it's fine that you like bad things because you're also trash.
Yeah.
I hope I made Pencil happy right now. Number 5. Do you like moths?
No. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
In what way?
As in, goddamn slap them with the fly swatter. I don't want them goddamn in my house.
I like it. Short Skirts and Explosions is up next. You know, that guy who wrote the thing?
Yes.
My
Thing that I still haven't read, by the way.
my
I made it
little
2012, and I still haven't read it. It's great.
my past little hard changeling. What doth life?
What doth life indeed?
Is that your answer? What the fuck?
Like even though thing overall, like things are.
Oh no.
Is it okay? It's not just me.
Your connection is cut out, my friend.
He knows too much about
Sorry, I
life.
cut out. But you know that is life in the end. We just cut out and it's over. But in the end, like, yeah, we're little things floating in space, but you know, we do what we kind of make do with we can make with, you know? Do things that you enjoy, kind of make the best of our situation.
Yeah,
Give
I
me
like
the
that.
truth,
I like that. Moostasm's up next.
though. Mm-hmm.
Number 1, Equestria. Would you make it a vacation spot or a permanent residence?
Oh, that's tough. 'Cause there are plenty of good things over here to stay around for, but going to Equestria seems like a pretty nice place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful,
Yeah.
sunny.
Yeah, but you got to think about the pros and the cons. Like there's no internet.
Yeah.
You never get to see T.G. Weaver's art again.
Well, I mean, no internet seems kind of like a pro, though. I mean, you can, and plus, the things that the internet would have, just basically interacting with people, you can just do that easy enough. Like, friendship is fucking magic over there. Talk to someone, suddenly they're your fuck buddy. It's great.
Well, I don't think that really... I'm not sure if that's how Equestria would work. I mean, we
Well,
don't even
you
know
know,
if we went to Equestria if they would have genitalia.
Well, of course they do. Pinky had to use the bathroom that one time.
You don't know that. She could have thrown it up out her mouth.
Or outer tear ducts.
You know, they could be eldritch horrors, but I'm willing to take that chance. But yeah, I think it would probably just be a vacation spot.
Alright. Number 2, it's time for some cheeky timeline shenanigans. You must replace one piece of historical artwork, including paintings, statues, literature, videos, etc., with, but can you stick your dick in it?
Fuck.
Your story gets the same amount of exposures as the replaced work, including public showings, readings, school assignments, etc., etc. What do you replace with Shining's quest to stick his dick in everything, and how has history changed?
Of course he chooses that fucking story. Jesus Christ.
Your only canceled story.
Yeah. Let's see, probably cave paintings, so nobody could understand what the fuck it is and they have to interpret it. 'Cause I wouldn't want this to exist in any reality.
These ancient humans were obsessed with this horse sticking its peener and everything.
Stick its peener under the rock, you know? What else was back then?
What's kind of sad is that it's probably going to deeply influence, like, all of humankind on a very deep level.
I hope not.
As
No,
from
they only
society
discovered
to society. What?
Oh, God. I can only hope it's some vague, like, religion thousands of years later. Like, the unicorn that stuck its peener and stuff, you know? It's a weird cult in a corner that nobody talks to. I certainly hope that happens.
Peener's Gate.
Ugh.
Number
We
3.
sacrifice ourselves by sticking our peeners into things we shouldn't.
This just in on the news, a bunch of people have stuck their peeners in toasters.
Ugh.
Drink the cyanide Kool-Aid through your dick. That's not how dicks work.
Urethra suck.
Urethra sook!
Grace, it's possible. You just gotta suck in your cheeks real hard.
This is not how penises work!
Look, if you try hard enough, it could work.
You'll store those extra fluids in the balls.
Plus, it's a nice workout. You really just work those muscles. Fuck.
Then you don't need to go to the gym!
Next question. Next fucking question. We're done.
Number 3. If you were the very modern model of a modern Major General, would you add information primarily animal, vegetable, and mineral?
What does this mean?
It's a reference to Gilbert and Sullivan.
That, yeah.
I've not watched.
Have you played Mass Effect?
No.
Damn it.
I've played none of them.
Mugginy's up next. That fucking guy. Love him. Note to self: remember to write questions.
Oh. I see fucked up.
Dinky.
Fucky wucky.
Poop. Standing question.
You're complaining about everyone else, and then suddenly you do the pee-pee poo-poo thing. Like, come on.
How your day?
It's good. Just been chilling for the entire day.
How your day? Now you gay.
Unfortunate.
All right, now it's time for the other guy. It's time to ask how these make you feel. We're already gonna fucking skip.
We're already
one.
dreading this, yeah.
So number 1, this fucking cat.
It's beautiful. You know, I had an ugly fucking dog. She was the sweetest little thing. I loved her.
The ugly ones, like, they know, so they try harder. That is gonna be completely out of context, and this is the worst day of my life.
I mean, she was old. She had like 4 teeth. She could barely walk, but goddamn, was she great. I miss her.
Aww.
You know, you sort of said, "Goddamn, she was great" in a sort of sexual tone. So that's
Look.
You wonder what you were doing.
Enigma, you don't have to immediately go to fucking animals every single time. All right. We know you're in Derpy Boo. All right. Keep your animal fucking over there.
No lie, I actually am surfing through Derpy Border right now.
Paw heel is probably where you want to be for that sort of stuff. Just saying.
God, at least tone the projecting down. All right. Fuck.
And the other guy actually has a question for you. And fuck, I'm excited to talk about this question.
Uh-oh.
Is a non-author better than a non-author? Or is a non-author better than the non-author for being an author of a non?
The non-author is better.
Fuck, really?
Yes.
Fuck.
God, we're anon authors. We're in the bottom of the barrel, mate. The only one that are below us are who use anon as a self-insert. Those are the worst.
That's true. Well, yeah.
At least we have that much.
That's true. We do have that going for us. Because that's definitely not something that I do. Moving on to Terry the Human, who doesn't have questions. Fuck you.
God.
RK Striker JK5 is up next. What is your favorite non-MLP franchise?
I don't really have a favorite franchise. I don't really invest myself into franchises much at all. Just kind of look like things individually.
Fair enough.
Actually, probably Castlevania, though, if anything. Constantly release it. When it did release games, it had a lot of good release a lot of good games. Order of Ecclesia, Dawn of Sorrow, all that shit's good.
Yeah.
What a horrible night for a curse.
What a horrible night indeed.
I was going to ask if you're more of a Dawn of Sorrow or Symphony of the Night guy, but you kind of answered that.
I actually have not played Symphony of the Night all the way. I played the first 20 minutes, but I never actually got all the way through, so I'll have to put that onto my playlist.
It's a classic.
You're more of a Castlevania 64 man, I see.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I remember getting that when I was young, oh, this will be really cool and fun to play. People like Castlevania. And that was the first Castlevania game I ever played. I was like, fuck this.
You don't like whipping skeletons?
I like the other Castlevania games, but Castlevania 64 was fucking awful. Number 2. Have you ever done any fan-related work for a non-MLP franchise?
Nah. Not fan fiction or, none of that.
All right. And number 3, because the meme isn't dead yet, how is your name pronounced? It's a nice name.
Iorii. I, then or, and then the 2 I's are pronounced E, like a double E.
I know how to make this easy. Ask it like it's a question between choosing 2 vowels, I or E. I or E.
This sounds like some European shit right here. I don't like it.
Jesus Christ. Now then, Shakespeare Cleese is up next, who is copying a screenshot from one of your blogs. It says, who or what is a Barcast? And you replied, a bad drug trip, which in my opinion is not wrong. So how has the bad drug trip been so far?
So somehow, but can you stick your dick in it has come back to haunt me again, because this comment is from that story. But how's the bad? It's alright.
It's alright.
Awful or great. Yeah.
Good. That is going to be our fucking renowned like tagline note. It's fine.
It could get better, but it could get worse. So
What was our fucking tagline by fucking M.A. Larson? Oh, his was, wow, you guys are pretty popular.
Incredible.
It was so weird to be on stage next to him and hear him say that as we started reading off our names. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's right. He was a member of the Barcast for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he was standing like in between us, and he just kind of rolled with it.
Here we are at fucking Las Vegas. We're walking on, being introduced. It's fucking like, oh, yay, those guys. And then all of a sudden, all this cheering. And here I am like, what? I'm just walking on. Why is there so much cheering for me? And I turn around, there's M.A. Larson. I'm like, oh, this makes sense.
Oh, yeah. And I shouldn't have expected anything.
He stood behind me, so I'm pretty sure he gave me wings.
Fuck my self-esteem. Love you, Van Larson. Please come on the cast. We'd love to interview you. All right. We actually can. We just need to go through his agent. Sunbro for Life is up next, who says, place holder.
Man, they really just didn't give a fuck to come back.
I fucking guess. Jammer's up next. Number 1, what's it like to write? Any tips, tricks, or things you wish you knew when you first started?
Writing is great. Getting your ideas from the head onto the page. Fun as fuck. And you get to really express a lot of things, which for me, mostly was just shitpost. So that's great. For tips, I think one very big thing is just don't get caught up if you get stuck on a certain part of the story, because that usually tripped me up. It's like, oh, I can't think of anything, so I'm not going to push the story any farther. But just going like, I don't know what to do this for this section, and just moving to the next part that you do know, and continuing from there really helps the flow of the story, because you just can keep going down and get a lot more of the story done if you just stuck on that one place that you didn't know what to write for. And I think that's probably the one thing that was the most important for me to learn.
Yeah, so almost in some ways it's just more important that you just keep writing and don't
get all them parts.
Yeah. It
Don't
doesn't matter.
Yourself up over the little things, yeah.
What do you feel about if you get stuck on a certain part of a story, jumping on to doing another story? Like, do you think that that's productive? Is that anti-productive because then you never go back to the other story? Or
yeah, it depends. If it's a one like, I can take breaks, but hopping from story to story, I wouldn't say that's really helpful, because usually my stories have completely different ideas, and just kind of separating from that usually isn't the best idea. But if it's a longer story, then yeah, breaking away is fine, especially if I'm already past the first chapter, because it's like, have to get back then and finish that chapter.
Speaking of finishing chapters, why did you cancel Stick Your Dick in It?
Because I don't know. I was just hopped off the site for like a good 6 months. It's like, I'm not going to get this done, so canceled it. But might reopen it. Probably not, though, because
I thought.
like you.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I was cutting myself off.
Oh, fuck.
Well, what I was gonna say was, did you cancel it because you got your dick stuck in the words?
Look, I already have a chapter called Keyboard. You can read that if you want.
For reals?
It's true. It's probably one of the better chapters. Not to sound rude, but it's chapter. Good. Number 2. If you were given 33 drinks of your choice every week, would you give 90 a place to stay at or near your home?
I mean, like, are these like cups or bottles or?
I mean, it's honestly a drink of your choice. So, like, if your drink of choice is a fucking Coca-Cola, you get, bottles of Coca-Cola, 33 of them. Yeah. Or if yours is like a fucking Moscow Mule, then you get fucking 33.
Yeah.
Does bleach count as a drink?
Yes, that is also called suicide.
Honestly, like, I wouldn't. Probably not. Like, Nighty's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. Having him like come near me, like, just kind of seems pointless.
It's true.
I mean, if he was like homeless or something, then yeah, absolutely. If he needs somewhere to stay, then yeah. But
yeah,
like 33 drinks is cool, but I just can get shit at the store. So,
all right, fair answer. I also think coming is useless.
Great.
Jesus Christ, that was a reaction. Number 3. Are you aware of Thingpone? I would imagine you are.
I know what Thingpone is, yeah.
Alright. Would you hug Thingpone?
Yes.
Would you kiss them goodnight?
Yes.
Tell them every little thing's going to be alright?
Absolutely. Even Eldritch Horrors deserve that.
Would you stick your peanut in it?
Possibly.
And would you snoodle boop and let them be a roommate?
Absolutely.
That is a good horse right there. Number 4, has any of the Barcast conscripted you to help edit their shitposts, also known as stories, yet?
Not edit, but I did have a hand in coming in the mail, which is great.
Jesus Christ, coming in the mail is so good.
Yeah, and the funny thing is...
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was actually a really good day for me because I was on a trip with the family, going on like a fucking 12-hour drive. We left at 6. We're expected to arrive at our destination at 9 p.m. And I was just like in the car, just typing up, adding to the story while on my phone, and it really just made the journey just fucking great.
Well, but, so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, what? I was just gonna say is fucking every time I read that, I just keep thinking about fucking genital paper cuts, and it's such a bad time.
Yep. Oh god.
Oh fuck that story.
But yeah, that and the one Pinkie Pie story, which is depressing as fuck. But no, I haven't edited any of the anything from the Barcast members. Just contributed to a few of the stories. And they contributed to sticking dick. Can you stick your dick in it as well?
Fucking real talk about the death of Pinkie Pie story, bringing back the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Your chapters are consistently the most liked. Consistently. And your final one with Gummy, that was...
yeah.
it was based off that comic. The one with the dog and the owner. The dog and the owner that hung himself.
I didn't even think about that one when I wrote it. I just kind of, what's a good stinger? And then I'm like, yeah, fucking Gummy.
It was really good. And everyone said, there's so many comments that are like, the rest of this was kind of contrived or really sad. But then I read this and I began to cry.
19 words. Got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yep. And I'm pretty decently impressed with well, not impressed, but happy with whatchamacallit, uh, the one I did with Limestone Pie.
Yeah.
That was just a kind of a nice stream of conscious, even though it was the shortest chapter besides the intro and my final one.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't even remember. Can't even remember my chapter really. That just shows you how much stupid shit I write.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sentence up next. Number one, what is your favorite meal, snack, or food stuff that's really unhealthy, but it's so fucking good?
I don't really eat sweets that much anymore, just because always gonna make me feel like shit just from the pure sugar. But I think one of the I think one of the few things that I would still kind of like grab every once in a while is probably Swedish fish.
Dude, yes.
They're kind of shit, but just God, they're nice to kind of indulge on every once in a while. But otherwise, I don't really have anything that's extremely unhealthy. Just not really my thing.
Toad's fair. Toad's fair. Next question. What is the biggest or weirdest fear that you have?
That I have,
Yeah.
a few. I'm not sure if I'm still like have this fear, but for most of my life, I was deathly afraid of wasps and yellow jackets. Because when I was like 3 or whatever, I stepped on one, and just God, that scared the shit out of me for a long time. Not sure if I'm really. I'm not. I think I'm fine with them now, but now it's probably just existential loneliness or something, because that's horrifying.
I think that's fair. I mean, for the most part, wasps and yellow jackets, they don't fuck with you if you don't fuck
Oh
with them.
no. Bees, they're great. They don't fuck with you unless you like smash their nest. Yellow
Right.
jackets and wasps, though, they will fuck you up just at any time because they're absolute dicks. Put anything sweet out, they're gonna swarm it. You lost it. You just be in their general vicinity and show an inkling of fear, they are gonna come after your ass.
Huh.
It's the worst.
I guess I've gotten lucky then, because like I had a wasp nest on my house at one point, and so one of the things I did is I fucking took an orange, covered it with like sugar water, and I threw it on the ground, and they swarmed on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I covered the nest with juice and killed all of them.
Yep. Yeah. I just love to get those cans of like wasp killer and just fucking snipe them, just clean them out.
Yeah, you look like an asshole just fucking spraying shit into the air, but
No, it's like an actual liquid, and it's like
yeah,
almost acidic. It has given me more satisfaction than I should have, but they deserve it.
yeah. Next question is why is bagged milk the best milk?
I don't know why you'd want to bag milk. Like you just can invite him over, but yeah, I think
Condoms. Hello.
I mean, I just invite milk over. You don't need to like kidnap him or whatever.
I mean, if that's your fetish, I'm down with it.
No, that's not. No, it's stop.
Despair. Number 4. What is your one annoying habit? So things that other people do that really annoy you, or something you do that typically annoys other people?
I have no clue. I have zero self-awareness about if there's something in particular that I do that annoys people, and I'm pretty tolerable of like whatever people do. So I don't know.
That's always been the impression I've gotten with you. Is you're pretty like laid back and like super chill. Like you're cool to hang around, genuinely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, my brother has a stutter, so I mean, enduring that for years, it's like once you have the patience to kind of wait to go through that, you kind of have patience for a lot of things.
Oh fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never shut up, so we get along great.
and just like if like in 2015 or whatever, yeah, I would judge people a lot, but now I just don't really. I kind of calmed down over the years, so yeah, I don't really know about annoying habits.
Fair enough. Number 5. What's the theme song for your sex life?
So you know what ambient music is, right?
Yes.
That. It's just empty nothing, just floating around.
Just like super slow, floatsy, kind of like drony.
You know, we'll get there eventually, hopefully.
Just the sound of rain in the background.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Alright, number 6. Do you watch anime by chance?
Yep.
Oh shit, what are your favorites?
My favorite is probably Spice and Wolf. That was one of the first that I watched. And just, I've loved it ever since. It's the only anime that I actually have bought the DVDs for, mainly because they didn't have the first season on fucking Netflix back when I actually. This was so back when you still like received Netflix discs in the mail. I ordered the first season, and then they had second on save, but they never got it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting the Spice and Wolf DVD, both seasons for Christmas.
Nice. Wait, there's only 2 seasons of Spice and Wolf?
Yep.
What the
I've
fuck
been
am I
waiting for the
doing?
third season, but fuck me, I guess.
I need to just fucking watch it and pull this Band-Aid off.
I forgot that Netflix used to send discs out.
Yeah.
That's how they got started, dude.
No, that's the terrible part. I remember when they first came out and started killing Blockbuster immediately. I can't.
God, I remember going to fucking Blockbuster. That was a good time.
It was. In fact, I actually... Fuck, how long was it ago when Netflix wanted to split into 2 separate companies? And people were pissed.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Fuck. I don't even... No, it wasn't.
Sometime vaguely in the past. That recently? Huh.
It was 2011. September 19th, 2011. And then their stock fucking tanked. Alright. I just looked it up. So number 7, how big is your porn stash?
5 megabytes.
Fucking 5 meg. That's like one image.
They're all like softcore, just like boobs.
Oh. I can give...
Like, if you're gonna go watch porn, just go online. There's no, like, why save, like, a terabyte of shit on your computer?
Yeah, Milk, why?
Just use your imagination, you fucking...
Look, when the internet finally gets shut off by the magical internet beings, you're gonna be coming over to me and asking me for some porn, and I'm gonna have to sell it to you.
Dude, just fucking print pictures out.
Why look at
one per page?
why look at digital porn when we could just jerk off to cave paintings?
Well, stick your dick in
God.
it.
God. Like,
And it all came
honestly,
back.
that was fucking great. Jesus Christ. What a way to bring that back. Fucking hell.
He's usually good for one joke an episode. So, you had your moment.
Incredible.
Alright. Number 8. Who's your waifu or husbando and why are they shit?
I would say all of them because all of them are shit.
Oh,
but
fuck.
I don't know, just having one thing that I obsess over, one pony that I obsess over, just isn't actually probably Chrysalis.
Chrysalis is a good horse.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably be more for it if she wasn't a psychopath, if she was kind of more, less
Human.
insane.
Human,
But,
for lack of a
I'll
better
take
word.
what I can get.
Yeah. My man is up next. Number 1. What's something you've always wanted to do but never have?
Probably skydiving.
Totes fair. God, I
Because
wish I could do
I
that.
like rock climbing, just kind of generally getting up, but like skydiving, that's just going way up and just the exhilaration of just flying straight towards the ground.
You know what? Well, you know what you can do while you're skydiving?
What?
You can unzip and fuck the air. Stick your dick in it.
And back to our regularly scheduled program.
Well, now you've got this fucking stupid ass thought in my head about fucking if you come while you're skydiving, do you and your cum fucking fall at the same speed?
I don't know. I think liquids have a different terminal velocity than humans.
It depends on are you facing the ground or are you facing the sky while you're falling?
If you just face the ground, then it's just gonna fucking splatter all over you, which is kind of gross.
Yeah, that seems like a bad time.
But if you aim it up, then it's just gonna flick around, and either it's gonna evaporate in the atmosphere, or someone's having a bad day.
What if it can heal into like a rubber ball or something?
That seems excessive.
I feel like if you're facing downwards, the air is just going to push it back into your dick.
Or if you... Well, no.
Impregnate yourself in one easy step.
If you do it upwards, and then you wait a little bit and you pull the chute, it's going to land on your parachute. So it's all good.
It'll just make a cumbrella for you.
Cumbrella!
Get out. I don't like this thought. No.
I'd rather just have it land on someone at this point. Holy
They might just think it was a bird shitting and they didn't see the bird.
Man, this bird shit really smells for some reason.
Why does it smell familiar?
Number 2, what are you most proud of?
Probably working towards improving my mental health. Just kind of working towards helping fix myself and all the shit that I'm in my brain,
Fuck yeah, man. No, that's genuinely fucking respectable. Yeah. Like I'm
just kind of realizing, hey, I'm fucked, and then actually starting to take the steps towards that.
Good. Like things like going to the gym really helps with that. Like I'm seeing a therapist.
Oh yeah, I've been visiting a therapist as well. Physical health, mental health, all that jazz. And then second to that is being famous on FimFic for 3 days in 2017.
You know what? I've been there. No, I'm not. Fuck off. Okay, we're moving on. Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get your ideas from?
The place where I got a lot of my ideas from were from Pastebin, because there's a surprising amount of Anons who post the Iorii stories and prompts and whatever else on Pastebin, so I just browse to those for hours.
Yeah.
And that's where I got a lot of story ideas from. And occasionally I drop by 4chan to check the Iorii threads to see if there was anything, but I never really went any deeper into that site because fuck. And then thirdly, just kind of ideas that I come up with on occasion. Occasionally I have a good idea.
Or I can relate to idea. Now then, it's time for questions with Violon Milk.
Yes, I am trying to get that document right now.
No. I have the document. Sing the thing.
Oh, I forgot. Fuck.
You've ruined Christmas, Milk.
I didn't like Christmas to start with.
Enigma, it's your turn. Do it. Do the thing.
I got up to check something real quick. Do what thing?
It's time for questions with Violon.
It's time for questions with Violon.
This works.
That was the worst.
To be honest, this is the reason why I went to Milk first. So, Violon asks, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm on the Barcast, just laughing at stupid shit. Earlier today, I was just kind of working on playing through puzzle games, having my brain hurt because I cannot figure shit out, all the good stuff.
Now I'm going to jump into the Bible of Vylon questions.
Oh, God.
And we're going to do this question of It's an Enigma. You are at the gala, and you find an enigmatic otaku trying to woo mares by doing caramel dancing on the dance floor.
That's me.
No shit, Sherlock. Who would you rather let me christen your newborn baby with a jar of my clotted period blood, or let enigmatic otaku fuck the child?
What?
Sorry. I think I blinked out for a second. Can you repeat that?
Yes. So you're at the gala.
Mm-hmm.
And you find an enigmatic otaku trying to woo mares by doing the caramel dancing on the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather let me christen your newborn child with a jar of my clotted period blood, or let enigmatic otaku fuck the child?
I mean, I'm sure that Enigma would have a good time with that second option, but I'd probably rather have my child christened with period blood.
It's true. I've seen worse rituals. Also, have you seen the baby?
No.
Hashtag jokes. We're going to grab one more violent questions and then we'll move right on.
Mm-hmm.
How about, do you believe that Enigma is a lolicon?
Why are you pulling out these questions about me?
Probably.
And how good are you at licking clits like they were lollipops?
No clue. Look, we already had this question earlier. Alright? What music would describe my sex life? I already told you.
Can I lick it like it's a Tipsy Pop so that way after the third lick I just bite down with a big crunch?
Ouch. This sounds painful.
Waiting.
We're all waiting.
So you eat the crust off the pussies then?
What crust?
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Sorry, that went straight to Ann on pencil territory. Holy fuck.
1, a 2, a 3.
I was not ready for this total shift.
Yeah, that just... next question.
Oh. You can come back anytime. You're fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Chad is the Bomb 04 is up next. Time for some random questions. Number 1, Star Wars or no?
No.
Okay. Number 2, do you have a favorite dad joke?
No. All of them are going to be as equally disappointing and amusing.
Number 3, do you have a favorite color?
Yeah, I would, yeah. I think gray was, but I think purple. I think purple is kind of my favorite color.
Purple's good. Purple is a good color. I was half expecting you to say no, and I was just gonna fucking lose it.
Move
Number
on.
4, do you even dubstep, bro?
So I'm going to assume that you're talking about dubstep and not brostep because they're very different. And for both of them, no. Both of them are just kind of bad, except for Burial. He's one of the best artists of all time, I'd say. Untrue is a fucking amazing album.
Huh. Interesting.
What's the difference, though? I don't understand.
So
Between...
dubstep. Oh, you want me to go into? Oh, fuck.
No, please go ahead.
So, music history time. Dubstep is it originated from UK garage back in the early 2000s. Very popular, grew a lot in the underground of the UK, and it's very much on the sub bass and kind of the more of the UK garage, like the the 1, 1, 2, 3. Is that just a fucking cat that's climbing on the fence outside? That's incredible.
You saw it.
Yeah. But yeah, and yep. No, it's a beautiful like orange tabby. It's just walking across the top of the fence.
I don't give a fuck about dubstep anymore. I kind of want to know about the cat.
Yeah, no, it's just walking on. But yeah, dubstep is very much in the lower ranges and a lot more subtle. Meanwhile, brostep is very aggressive mid ranges. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Skrillex and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just aggressive mid range wubs. That's brostep. It sucks. It's just loud and kind of.
Where, I mean, it got to the point where brostep became so popular it kind of got known as dubstep.
Unfortunately, people called it dubstep,
yeah,
and that it kind of stuck on.
But then, like, if you want things that are a little more true to sort of like the original, you could like look up like chill step, and that's kind of more what the original intent was.
Well, original dubstep is dubstep.
Yeah,
but yeah, chill step is. I'd say it's a bit closer, but still much more on the mid range rather than the sub bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We got another question from the chat. Justice Waiting asks, do you eat your razor blades with rum or cream?
I don't eat razor blades. Why would you eat razor blades?
I think usually
they're a nutritional Saturday morning cereal breakfast.
They're for cutting calories.
Can I just have the rum and cream instead? Just throw away the razor blades.
That sounds like a very good idea. We'll just leave the Evanescence music off to the side. It's like optional.
Oh God.
Next question, number 5. What is your current favorite May?
My current favorite May. God, that's fuck. Yeah, there's just a lot of. I just realized I've never. Oh, the one with like the weird crab monster, and that has the silence liberal one.
Oh,
brand, silence brand. And I just put a black box over brand and just put whatever into it. It's great. Especially when retorts on Twitter, someone says something dumb, quick edit, boom, meme done.
Next question, number 6, age-old question. Cat burbs or fish burbs?
Griffins.
Solid. 7, did you have a Merry Christmas?
Very Merry Christmas.
What did you do and what did you get?
So I got like really like warm and comfy socks that are too small, and some as ugly as sin slippers that are warm and comfy that were too small.
What the fuck? Why do you have such big feet?
I don't have big feet. They sent us the wrong fucking size. It's great.
Oh, fuck the crab.
Well, if you say
so. Now I just have to get a reorder for the proper size.
All right. Next, we're going to question from Alex _. What would be your perfect drink?
Water.
Fucking water.
It's high.
I fucking like water, mate. Mm-hmm.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, I've been really put off by a lot of sugary drinks recently. Like I used to drink them all the time when I was younger, but now that I haven't really been drinking them, they all kind of taste like shit.
Just be careful when drinking water, man. Like I had an uncle, he drank water once, now he's dead. He drank water.
Incredible.
We call that drowning. Use your words. That's okay. You can just leave dead air in the air and not deal with that. That's how a podcast works. Number 2.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Drowning. Just like what I want to do right now.
That's okay. I know you don't have to dislike my presence that much, right? You just can turn off the stream.
No. Trust me. Lori, you're fine.
God, I wish my cup was full of water so I just could put it on my face and just keep it there. Portable drowning.
Portable drowning?
for when you want to drown on the go.
I think that's going to be the fucking name of my water bottle from now on. Oh, my portable drowner. Oh. Alex _'s next question is, well, tell me a bedtime story.
No.
Fucking wrecked. Number 3, how many different species of bird do you reckon you've consumed in your life so far?
At most 1, but probably 0.
Zero.
No, actually, no. I've had chicken. That's
Like
it, pretty much. So
chicken, turkey.
no, I haven't had turkey. I'm not really much of a meat guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the only two. And those are the only two birds I could think of that people eat regularly. Just chicken and turkey.
And plus, a lot of birds are fucking expensive. Do you know how much goose costs? Fucking $70.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shrinks after you like cook gooses are the devil. Even after they die, they torture you when they're alive, and when they die, it's like, you thought you were gonna be able to eat me? Okay, here's one that's fucking the size of a fucking toe.
They're fucking evil
That's
birds.
all the meat
Of course they're expensive. You have to train people.
Plus, they don't. And plus, based on my family's testimony, they don't really taste good.
Yeah, I've had use before at like a wild game feed, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Why is my rake in the lake?
That'll probably be funnier with context.
What Goose Game? He's making a reference to Goose Game. We're moving on.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking good one.
It is a good game, actually. It's a lot of fun. Number 4. If you could exchange horse fame for U.S. currency, how many dollars do you think you could get?
Probably $500. Actually, how much?
What would the fucking exchange rate be?
$521 exactly. Probably $1 per follower because MOP isn't worth that much.
Oh fuck! If I could have $1 a follower, man,
almost 3,000.
I could pay for stuff to make me not fat.
Hey, you could offset your debts for like 1 month, and then you're back to being broke. It's great.
Yeah, right? Number 5. What does it take to make you laugh?
If it's kind of just a light, like, kind of laugh, just kind of a giggle at something, not much, just kind of things that are amusing, but to make me, like, actually laugh out loud, just, I don't know, I don't really laugh much, like, really laugh out loud laugh, kind of hard for me, but they're just, like, if the joke hits just right, then I start cracking up.
See, I find that interesting, especially given that you're a comedy writer. Like, how do you formulate your comedy? What to you makes you think, oh, this will be a good joke?
I fucking hope.
Fucking just hope.
Hopefully people find this funny. Yeah, so many people are like, oh, I laughed so hard at this. Like, what was fucking funny? I'm looking at my story like, okay, I can label it as comedy, but I don't believe that much myself.
Because I definitely had a fucking joke, I think, once, where I just fucking pissed myself. Like, I thought this was the best joke ever, and, like, it was, like, too subtle, and nobody got it, and it was the worst day.
Yep.
Now then. Oh, please go ahead.
I think I just kind of experiment with it. Generally, I just do with kind of absurdity, because a lot of my stories are just kind of generally absurd and just stuff that kind of smacks you from the side and makes you laugh awkwardly, but it's still a laugh.
Yeah. And, absurdist humor and anon goes kind of hand in hand. It's really great. Now then, last but not least, last question we've got in our thread. Which fucking Christ, what Elder Scrolls race would you fug?
The lizards.
The
My
lizards.
man.
Absolutely the fucking lizard people.
I'm guessing your favorite story was the Lusty Argonian Maid?
That's a fucking classic.
Ah, yes.
That's absolutely in, like, the better stories.
It's the only
Mainly because most of the stuff is shit. Have you watched the one by Polygon where Brian just reads every single story in Skyrim?
Holy shit.
That one's good.
To think that somebody at that office got paid to write these stories and put them in a game.
Yeah.
Seems like a cushy job. Someone also probably had to edit them.
Oh god. Someone just dedicates to editing all the shit that they just kind of stuff in the game to fill it.
Are you guys telling me that I could put my Dragon Tit story in a video game?
Incredible.
What an age.
What a time to be alive.
Oh god. I just realized in Elder Scrolls, furry fanfiction is canon. Fuck.
What?
Oh, fuck!
Is it the one about the woman who got raped by the Khajiit and they have barbed penises and that's confirmed?
Oh. I don't know about that one, but the fact that you know specifically about that one is worrying, but yes, probably.
Oh boy.
And last but not least, Justice Waiting has one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Can the tell a bedside story?
You know what? Fine. Alright, fuck it. Here we go. It was a dark and stormy night. The ship had sunk, and all that remained was the captain and the deckhand. They both sat on the plank of wood, hanging on for dear life, and the deckhand asked the captain, "Sir, if we are to go, can you tell me a story that never ends?" The captain thinks for a moment and nods. "All right, me lad. Let me tell you the story that never ends. It was a dark and stormy night.
Oh, get
The
out.
ship was sinking."
Get out. Get out.
You want me to continue?
I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
Oh god, no. Once I did this for a solid 10 minutes somehow. It was incredible.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's your bedtime story. That's all you get. Go to bed.
We got one more question from Snoo that asks, what is your best impression?
My best what?
What is your best impression?
Of what? What? Like the best impression I can make of someone?
Yeah, it's like an impression. Like let's do impressions like, "Rah, He-Man, I'm Skeletor!"
I genuinely don't fucking know. I don't do impressions. I just kind of stay in my normal voice all the time. Nice.
Nice. Now that we're halfway through the cast, so I'm going to take a quick second to read exactly what the other guy has written here in chat.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do it in Skeletor's voice, because fuck everything.
Oh, God.
Go to thebarcast.net to support horses and give to charity like a good boy. Be a good boy today and give money to Patreon the Barcast. Alternatively, be a bad girl and join the Barcast on FimFiction at the link there. Join the Barcast Discord and fuck the crab! Ah! Fuck the crab? Just okay. What the fuck is this? Hold on.
Fuckable.
What is this?
It sees you. And I see it.
I think it needs to be in the ICU.
Get out.
What the fuck?
Fuckable.
What kind of noises does it make during the fucking?
Nothing.
Just like loud blinking?
It's silent.
What
It
if
just
you
stares at you.
What if you fuck it in the eye?
Ah.
I mean, it's
It would absorb it in like a portal.
If you were
It
to
would just continue staring at you.
If you were to gouge out its eye, would its head just like
You can't.
flatten?
Oh, yeah, it would probably deflate.
It looked like a scrotum.
Okay. I was having fun with this, but now you just... No. God damn it. That one-eyed eldritch horror pony, I was having fun. I was going to fuck it, but now you have taken that away from me. How could you?
Now then, we have a whole hell of a lot of time, and we're pretty much out of questions. If anyone has questions out on Twitch, be sure to post them. We'll be sure to get around to them. But I'm going to take a moment to fill time and ask you about something that I'm kind of passionate about on film fiction. What is your take on folks having such a distaste for non-stories on film fiction? What's your take on that sort of, I don't want to use the word prejudice, but general hatred of non-stories on fanfic?
Why do I think there's a hatred of anon stories?
What is your take on it? How do you try to set your stories aside from the general non-hatred? How do you approach that conversation of someone's just like, oh, this story would have been better if you just named your character or something?
I guess this is kind of up to opinion, really. Like, if they think it's better with the anon, like, it depends on Kate. Like, sometimes, yeah, probably. Others, it's like, probably not. Just having kind of a faceless fucker just sitting there, kind of to move the story. Like, that kind of makes it more entertaining, especially since it's a comedy story. But I don't know, just really, like, everyone has their own taste. If they don't like anon, and they have legitimate reasons, great. If they don't have legitimate reasons and just hate him, that's fine as well. They don't like it.
What do you think would be legitimate reasons for not being a fan of anon as like a name for your second-person story?
Probably thinking it's lazy writing or something like that. That's understandable since anon kind of is. It's easier to just kind of put anon as a caricature rather than an actual character, you know?
I think that's fair. I can definitely see where it is lazy, but on the other hand,
I mean, I wouldn't agree with that statement, but I could understand it.
I would almost think like putting a whole bunch of time into making a totally original name that ultimately doesn't define or mean anything about your character seemed like a waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's better to call him like anon rather than, well, I mean, it really depends on the author, I guess. Like, a lot of us are like comfortable with just calling him anon and going, but I guess in a lot of stories, you could just name the character and just have him or her just kind of be there, and it wouldn't really make much of a difference of anon or an actual name, you know?
Right.
Can I name him Gary Stew?
Only if you make him an insufferable son of a bitch.
It's true. And he has to have black and red, like, somewhere. Like,
Red
it could be
eyes,
his
black hair.
keychains.
And
It has to be really cool.
And he has to be dating all of the main six.
But he's too cool for condoms.
They never get pregnant because God won't want us to be stuck with a hoe, you know?
Jesus Christ. So I think we're going to pull out of that conversation. And Alex_S. Please ask Iorii to describe his foot care routine in excruciating detail. What the fuck, Alex?
I've washed my feet with soap and fucking clip my nails, and that's it, like a fucking normal person. What do you do? Dip them in acid just to burn off all the dead skin or something? Come on.
I mean, I could see if you're a runner, like, putting, like, lotion on it for athletes to feel the foot, but, like...
Oh, yeah, and also, kind of grinding down the calluses a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. A little pumice stone.
Mm-hmm.
But, like... The fuck? Who uses a knife to cut their nails?
Are you guys saying that are you guys saying
What, you want to pop your toenail off or something? What the fuck?
Oh!
Are you guys saying that you don't bite off your toenails?
I've got this mental image
I feel like that flexibility is also used for another thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he sucked himself off.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything we do in life...
I'm flexible enough that I could, but I don't, because that's kind of fucking disgusting, mate.
Everything we do in life is to get someone else to do that for us, but if we could just do it ourselves...
Pretty sure you're the only one whose standards are low enough to fuck you.
I'm quoting Metalocalypse, you asshole.
Oh. Well, don't I look silly? as the metalhead of the group.
I'd still do it if I could.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck that. I'm awesome. I'd fuck me. Okay, now this is weird. That was the moment the conversation.
So, can we move on yet again?
There's no more questions. What do you want us to do?
So now we can just go into like tangent cast.
Kind of, unless Iori's just like, yeah, I'm fucking done here.
All right, see you guys.
Stay tuned to watch me beat the shit out of Priest in Smash.
Jesus Christ. Well, that said, we definitely are out of questions, but fuck, this is different from other casts we've ended early. Because we just genuinely ran out of questions, not because we weren't having a good time.
Plus, we're missing several people who could additionally fill the time.
It's true, but Iorii, you're fucking awesome. We're definitely gonna be in talks about having you on again when the fucking crew is here.
LaCroix?
Yeah. Deal with it. Yeah, LaCroix. Tangerine flavored.
Oh, God.
Pick the worst fucking drink and then the worst fucking flavor of the same drink. Why?
Well, we can't always be a mango.
Imagine not liking sparkling water. What the fuck?
Imagine
I love sparkling water.
Enough to drink sparkling water.
God. Alright. My friendship with milk has ended. Now Fun is my best friend.
Oh, God. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're still in discussions about next week.
Mm-hmm.
But be sure to tune in on our fucking Barcast Discord server. Your bartenders this evening have been Enigmatic Otaku.
And I hope that all of you, both people in the chat and the rest of the cast, have a great post-Christmas and New Year.
Aww.
You hear that, Milk? You're the rest of the cast.
I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Milk.
Hey, do it before his Chucky niece does.
Oh,
Okay,
God!
yeah, that's true. I gotta do that beforehand, don't I?
Fucking Chucky niece.
Oh, God.
Chucky knees.
Our amazing guest, Iorii. We did it. And,
all right. Close the fucking current. So let's go.
And my standards are the only ones low enough to fuck myself. Bye.